We're ready for Health Day, being Friday, March 27th. Almost there. All right, so we're on page 19. We had stopped there yesterday. We were reading about exercise, and then we were going to read about after you've had all that exercise and a great day of good nutrition and outside time, it's time to rest. And we read on page 19 that after you've had a day of moving and burning calories and your body's been going, it's time to rest. We talked about how when you sleep, your body repairs itself. We talked about how if you get a headache and you lay down, you feel better. Your body will stop you. When it's time to go to sleep, you'll just fall asleep. It's a good internal fixing system for your body. Your body needs one full day of rest each week, page 20. During this time, your body has more time to remove waste materials that result from hard work and play. Many people set Sunday aside as a day of rest and worship. Although some people have to work on Sundays, they still need to take one day each week as a rest day. That's true. Sometimes when Mr. Upchurch was in law enforcement, he had to work on Sunday sometime. But he still needed to take a day, whether it be Saturday or another day, where he needed to rest. Exodus 29 through 10. Let me see. Lucy. Hey, Lucy. Will you read Exodus 29 through 10 for us? That's right. Thank you, Lucy. 6 days shalt thou labor. The Bible tells us this. The Bible's not going to tell us anything that's going to harm our bodies. It's there to help. And if the Bible says it's a good thing to rest, if God's telling us that, I think it's a good idea to rest. Practice these good sleep habits. Exercise during the day. Put electronics away at least a half hour before bed. Do not eat a large meal or spicy snack, not that big bag of Doritos, right, before bed. Limit food and drinks that contain caffeine. Caffeine is found in drinks, and it just makes you have energy. We don't need it. We don't need energy to sleep. We're resting. Wear clean clothes to bed. Go to bed at the same time every night. Sleep in a quiet, cool, dark room, and sleep 9 to 11 hours each night. Didn't know it was that much having to put in going to bed, right? You just thought you'd put your pajamas on and jump in the bed. But there's a lot to it. Make sure you're clean. Make sure you haven't eaten anything. Just time to rest. Let your body digest everything that it's got in it and just rest and just like those sheep. When they lay down, they eat, they drink that still water. They lie down. Try to use my right word there. And their body grows. And I forgot to add, it makes the wool grow. That's what makes their wool grow, is that rest time. So let's look at the comprehension check. Number 1, write the letter of the correct answer in the blank. What does exercise improve in your body? Let me see. Jeremiah, do you have that one? Let's see if you can look at it and think. What does exercise improve in your body? Possibly A, circulation. Yes, it does. Remember, we talked about your heart beats faster. It helps your body to feel better. So number 1 is A. Number 2, what is the key to being active? What is the key to being active? Jamel. Hey, Jamel. Do you have that for us? What is the key to being active? To get moving. That's right. You can't go play if you don't go play outside if you don't get up and go. The jump rope's not going to come over and work itself. You got to get up and get moving. That's right. Number 3, what do you need after a day of school, chores, and play? Kylie. Hey, Kylie. What do you need after a day of school, chores, and play. Sleep. Yes, we all need that sleep. Number 4, how many hours should you sleep each night? Let me see. Kayla. Hey, Kayla. Thank you. So, hey, Kayla, how many hours should you sleep each night? C, 9 to 11. Yep, that's a good amount of sleep. Number 5, how many days a week should you rest? How many days a week should you rest? Abby, hey, Abby, how many days a week should you rest? Just one, right. So that would be E. So A, D, F, C, E there. Okay? Let's look at page 21, and then we'll just be done. We're just going to go for page 21. So a healthy diet. Nutrients are substances found in food that help the body grow and develop. We've talked about nutrients, how it's important to eat and do the right things to help your body, right? You're still growing. I'm not growing, but I still need to take care of my body and be sure that I feed it the right things. So let's see, who do we have here? Aiden. Hey, Aiden, how about you read that first paragraph for us, a healthy diet? For fuel. That's right. We need to thank you, Aiden. We need to be sure we're eating the right kinds of food. Your appetite usually tells you how much food you need, but it does not tell you what kind of food you should eat. There are 5 basic food groups. Let me start that over. There are 5 basic groups of food. These groups contain all the nutrients that your body needs. Nutrients are substances found in food that help your body grow and develop. Most foods contain more than one nutrient, but no one food supplies all the nutrients that your body needs. That's why we need a variety. There's not one that we can just eat all the time, even if it's an apple. We have to have something besides an apple. God created a great variety of tasty foods for us to eat. You will not eat something from all the food groups at every meal, but you do need some foods from each group every day. So if you look at the plate and the little bowl there, you have fruits, and if you notice, these are divided up into sections, into parts, but they're not fractions because they're not equal. Some pieces are larger than others, meaning we need more or less of that food group. Fruits and vegetables, that's kind of even. Grains and protein, grains being like rice and corn and wheat and those things like that. Protein, eggs, meat, cheese, and then, protein is probably just here meat because you've got dairy, that little small thing up at the top. That's your meat. Your eggs and your cheese there. Now, there is protein in cheese, but in milk, but that is also in another category of dairy. So we can get protein from those items from the dairy as well. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 10:31, whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do, do all to the glory of God. And then you have a little food groups picture there at the bottom. You have that bread, and that is some wheat bread, so I'm going to have to pass on that one. And then you have some leafy greens, if it was spinach day, some yummy strawberries, fish. I forgot fish in the protein group. I like shrimp. Mr. Upchurch is a big fish eater. He likes that protein there. And then you have some berries. Looks like they're, I think that's what that is. Looks like some blackberries and raspberries and blueberries there. Maybe on some yogurt. So that's a good way to get both your dairy and your fruits there together. So just remember, a variety, a good balance. You don't need a whole lot of one. You're still growing, you're developing. So we're going to be talking about in this section different food groups and what is considered in those groups when you're looking through. And we're going to talk about how to kind of know a good balance. When you have your lunches and you sit down and mom has your plate fixed and you have your green beans or broccoli, you've got a variety. If you have a sandwich, you have something from the grain group. You may have some dairy, some cheese, and some protein, some meat. So it's just a little something there from each group. We need to make sure we're eating that to make our body strong and work well. So we're going to stop here for health today. You don't have an assignment. It's Friday. Enjoy yourself. We're going to have one more subject, and it's going to be history. And I promise we'll be done for the day. So if you're following our videos, we'll be ready for history, and we will be finished for Friday. Woo! Thank you.